I am the owner of Epic Event Boost out of Wausau, Wisconsin. I had somebody asking about application for an iPad for Photo Boost, so I figured I'd do a little tutorial on it. So I use Snappic. Snappic here, as you can see on the screen, is right when you log in. So when you create a login and stuff like that, it'll take you to the screen like this. Obviously, you're not going to have this many shares of photos and events and everything, but you just go over here to create event. And from here, it gives you a couple options. So you can choose photo, which most people want. You can do GIF files also, which are kind of fun, but well, I suppose I could click one. From here, you can also do your green screen, additional photo booth licenses. I pay for a year, so I don't have to worry about that. You can also create a sharing station, which is it. It's just an additional license, so I don't normally do sharing stations. So from here, you click that. And you go to event info. So we're just going to go event name and we're just going to go test one. Start date, we'll do right now. Um, End date, we're going to do 11 o'clock or something like that. You have to type a venue name in, so we're just going to go there. And next. Now it brings up into your event options. The first thing I like to do right away is go to the advanced settings. I always turn it up to 5 seconds. I kind of found that 5 seconds from the initial start is a good time for people to get ready. If you want to put a disclaimer in to let people know that it's going to be shared online or anything else, you can do it right here. You can also click this to require a confirmation of it so that people actually have to click and say that they agree with it. You can go with camera auto start. So as soon as they click that, they it automatically starts, and I've never used enable session timeout. And my dog is annoying the crap out of me right now. It's trying to make me laugh. Um, from here, we can go printing if you have a printer set up. Social media, which I'll click that just to show what it is. Email, text messaging. Microsite is kind of nice. That kind of creates an online gallery for people if you want to play with that. There's filters, digital props, QR or interaction. I've never really played with that. I know some people do. I don't. I just throw some ones in there for admin password. Now from here is our social media stuff. So, and my dog is really going bonkers. So this allows it so you can share stuff to Instagram or perfect example is here so to Facebook. So I go to click on here on Facebook, continue as me. It'll actually then choose the page here for the business, and then you can change which photo album you want it to go to. So I mean, I have a few of them here that I've done. We'll just go to mobile uploads. I'm not going to really go into this. And then you could also enable or disable the still frames for the bursts or gifts if you do them. Click next. From here's your email settings. Pretty easy. So whoever you want it to come from. So usually I do, let's see here, from Epic Event Boost. And then test, or if you want. I always go microlink sync, the microsite link, unless I'm doing Facebook sharing. What that does is it gives an, a web address through Snappic to download the picture from. Otherwise, if you're doing it, uploading all your pictures to Facebook, it can send the exact Facebook link to download it from also. You can also attach the image here or link the image. We'll just hit attach. And from here, now we are your text messaging. So I always do that, micro things. So this just sets it up whatever message you want. So if you're setting up this yourself, you can do, hey, thanks for coming to our wedding or so-and-so's wedding or whatever you'd like to do there. Next screen. And this is where it gets a little bit more complicated and stuff like that. So this is where we create our templates. Now you can go to the template library, which has a variety of different things here that you can play around with, and you could maybe add a graphic or something like that. I do things a little bit different with the business here, so I actually create my own templates. So what I do is it's going to be there, and I upload an overlay. And let me go into this. Come on. might not do it because I'm doing this online. And let me go back because this is not working. Create new template. And it must not with screen record let me do this, which is really sad. But in that box there, it'll upload a whole background. And then I put frames, picture frames in there exactly where the pictures go. And actually, let me see if I can, I'll head over here to a different screen and drag one over to kind of show what I'm talking about. So I got a bunch here actually, like, let me drag this over to the screen. So, I mean, this is something where, and we created it with the help of a company that I work with, and then I insert the pictures right inside there. Otherwise, like I said, Snappic has some basic features to be able to add something. So let me get this out of the way, and we'll go back. Cancel this, and I'll just throw one out of the template library. So we'll just say this one. It's a single overlay. Then you go into edit. From here, I always do 5 seconds also. And so this is what you'd call a print or the pictures with the template. There's going to be 2 pictures for this one. And so you can actually save the pictures individually, and it also saved this by itself. And from here, you can drop images in or click on them and add them into your photo template. So you can put like your name. This is actually a bad one to do this. Let me cancel and just go template library. And like this one here, that's a single overlay. Edit. And so here, I can go like a text and just say Jim and Jan's wedding and add text. And there appears, and now we can size it or whatever you want to do. You can change the font and everything else. So you can kind of create some fun stuff if that. If you want to put any graphics in, make sure it's a PNG and it has a transparent background. That's important when doing this. Let's go. So, like I said, we'll save that. Put it as 5 just because that's a nice time. We'll save that. And we'll go next. Now, this is the app experience. I don't add many animated backgrounds or still backgrounds or master overlays or anything else. I try to keep things fairly simple. I mean, if you really want to get in depth with this, you can put customized buttons in and the whole 9 yards. There's a lot of different websites that you can download that from. The only thing I really do is there's a whole bunch of track screens in here. And I think it's this one. Yep, I like this one the best. So I just click that one. And so that'll show what the iPad will look like before anybody touches anything on it. So then we'll just go to next. And now it's going to take us. So there's also digital props, and I click digital props. And I actually don't have any digital props, but I can go to the prop library. And there's a lot of different digital props. And these hats and stuff like that, they'll kind of pop up on your head and when you're standing there. And they're kind of fun, and people can pick which props they want to use or if they don't want to use any at all. I just don't use them. I have regular props and don't really use the digital props that much, but we'll go to the next. Filters we do use a lot. So there's 2 different sets here. So you have your preset filters and your guest filters. So your preset filters are going to be automatically, the guests don't have any choice or anything else. So if you want all your pictures black and white, you can do just that. Or if you want it all beautify or whatever, you can set it just as that. Very rarely do I do that. Usually I go guest filters and I'll pick like beautify, black and white, this one, and maybe 80s or something like that. And so that'll give your guests then that option to choose at the end of their photos if they wanted to put any sort of filter or something on there to make it look a little bit different, which we will go through. Actually, I don't even have a printer hooked up, a camera hooked up to this. GIF animation is the same thing as what we were doing with the photos. So if you want to do this, just go to a template. You go like this, and that adds it. Now we have, a certain number of frames. So 5 or 6 frames. I usually do about 3 seconds between photo, just because it keeps it fast going. I like a little slower playback, um, which is shown there. I mean, you could go super fast where it's click, 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 click. I mean, it's all up to you. I save the individual photos, just because you get some really fun ones. And I always click do not mirror event because it kind of messes with people because everything's backwards. Um, I always enable a burst when I'm doing this because that does the burst boomerang. So we'll hit next. Actually, let me go back because I guess I can't yet. But I'll show you the same thing here. So gift templates, we'll do just this one again. And this one now you can choose between 10 and 16. I'll go 16. I'll go playback slow just because it's a little more fun. You can do super speed capture, so it captures all of them very, very, very quickly. And do not mirror. And done. What I forgot to do in the last one, which I could kind of show you in this one. So I always go into settings here and just kind of make sure that everything looks lined up here. And again, this is where you can add any text or anything you want to the template itself. So we'll just exit out of that. Go to next. And here is your information, stuff like that. Hit create event. And it's that easy. So it is a successful event. And then it'll give you this screen here. So when you're at your event, stuff like that, you can download all the pictures. You can manage the gallery. Here's all your details and everything else. And you can go at any point in time during the event, and you can modify any of this stuff. You'll just have to update the event, which I will show you in a little bit because I'm going to bring up now Snappic on my computer. Except I now have Photoshop in the way. So here's Snappic. Let me refresh this. And here's the event that I just did. If for some reason your event doesn't show up and you know that you have the right times and everything in there, make sure you have a good Wi-Fi connection to your iPad and hit refresh. So we're going to click on this. Now this gives almost everything that to your event details, everything else. If you have a printer that you're trying to hook up with it, for a do-it-yourself, you might have a Canon Selfie or something like that. It would be under this tab right here. It's not letting me click it because I'm on a computer. Accessories. This is for Bluetooth accessories. There's some Bluetooth ring lights that'll pop up and stuff like that that might work in this. The Multi-Booth Aura, which I use actually, all the lighting and stuff like that. So there. And then we go start photo booth. Before it's... Oh, because I've never done this on this computer, so we'll just go Peter's iMac Mini. Submit. Okay. Okay. Maybe later. And I don't have a camera hooked to this, but at least it'll still show the gist of it. So this will be the home screen. And you can choose still, GIF, and your gallery and everything else. So let's just choose this. And these are the two templates that we did before. And then they just touch next. They pick whatever template they want. And initialize the camera. There's no camera hooked up. And all they do is tap it. And, oh, that's going to beep at me too. And there's photo 1. And photo 2. And photo 3. And then, as you can see, it comes up here. From here, you can do your filters, but obviously I don't have a camera hooked up, so you can't see the filters right now. And then your guest would just hit next. And from here, because there's no printer hooked up, you can hit either, you can text it, or you can email it from here. It automatically uploaded it up into the Facebook account, which I remember I got to take off. And so you just share it, so you can enter whatever number you want. So like, and hit share, and it'll send it to my phone. And then you just tap to finish, and it automatically brings it back up. And I just got the text from my phone. GIF and burst are about the same. So we'll just do burst just to kind of show you that. So this one says 16 photos. It'll show a live view of you when the camera's hooked up. You just click it, and you'll see how quick this takes pictures. You see how it just took 16 pictures really, really quick. Again, we can't see what's going on because I don't have a camera hooked up. And from here, you can actually Instagram share it also, along with text and email. I'm just going to skip because I don't need that. GIF is kind of the same thing as everything else. It's 5 photos. I'm not going to go through it. From here, so you have your gallery. So say that you wanted somebody liked a picture a lot or something like that at your event. You can click back into it and resend it however you want that way. And then just tap to finish. And we'll go back. And then I'm actually going to exit. And I'm going to minimize this and go back into this. We'll refresh this real quick. And my dog is nice and happy. And as you can see here, we have now 1 photo, 1 GIF, and 3 individual photos. And so if you, once your event's done and everything else, and you want to download all your photos, you just click there and then you just hit request zip file. And my dog is very upset right now. My wife is playing with the dog, and my dog gets in the crackhead mode and does not stop. So from here, you pick which photos you want. So the still photos. You can save your GIFs both by GIF file and MP4, and the raw images, stuff like that. You just hit request. And right from here, you can download those files right to your computer, and then you have copies of everything. If you have any questions, feel free to message me here on YouTube, or you can visit my website at www.epiceventbooths.com. So it would say Epic Event Boost or epiceventboost.com. And I will be glad to try to answer any questions. Thank you guys, and everybody have a good day.